Office Works, parking lot, rainy day. I should be more excited. Hi. It's been a long ass time since I recorded a vlog. On Insta stories last night, and I remember I said something about remember how I used to vlog? Would anyone be interested in that anymore? And I got an overwhelming kind of amount of responses saying yes. So let's try this again. Tired. It's not a very vivacious start to a vlog, is it? I am really exhausted. I'm on night shifts at the moment. I work in emergency services, if anyone didn't know, and we don't get, time off. We're always working, so, I get time off, but what I mean is 24/7, there's an opportunity that I might be on shift and at work, and I'm working 10 p.m. till 6 in the mornings currently, and really wrecked. It's currently 1 in the afternoon on Monday, the 9th of March, and I just got back from Office Works, as you saw. It is pouring with rain, which is so good for a shift worker because I just want to sleep all day, which is what I need to do. But I needed to pick up paper, sticker paper, my PPS sticker paper, because my usual supplier of paper, this will be a moment in time if coronavirus panic has passed by the time you're watching this, but my current sticker supplier is in China, and as such, I have hundreds of dollars worth of sticker paper on order, which has never arrived and may never arrive, and I can't guarantee that I am going to be able to continue to get my premium paper supply because China. Basically, a trickle-down effect to all kinds of levels of retailers because of the coronavirus panic and quarantine, and slowed down businesses and factory closures and all that stuff. So basically, I'm up shit creek without a paddle, aka I am in way backed up orders and no sticker paper. I ran a little flash sale for 1 hour in my VIP group at a quiet time of night, thinking I'll get a couple of quick orders through so that I kind of fill them and then take a little bit of a shop break. But no, I got so bombarded with orders, and all huge orders. It was a big discount, but I really did not foresee the interest I got. And as a result, I ran out of sticker paper and wasn't able to complete those orders till I got my paper, which had already been ordered, but it's never showed up. So that's been incredibly stressful, honestly. So I went and got the PPS sticker paper, which is not premium, but is a really nice sticker paper from Office Works because I can actually depend on it. I've told all the customers that have those orders that is what it will be offered on. I said you can have a full refund, or I can fill it on this paper. 80% of the customers went for the non-premium paper, which I'm grateful for because financially this has really hit me hard. And on that, since I last vlogged and everything, if you haven't caught up with me since then, or my socials, things changed a fair bit. I was in a relationship back then, a very, very toxic long-term relationship. It was, I'm not going to go into detail for my sake and just privacy, I guess, but it was a domestic violence relationship. Police intervention was involved. When I decided to get myself out of that situation, it was really not good. I'm incredibly grateful to my friends and my family, to the police service, to support workers, everyone that helped me get out of that situation and get safe. Since then, I have really just been working on myself. I spent a lot of time on my own, just making sure that I reinforced and reconnected with those relationships with my family and my friends that I'd kind of been pressured to step back from, and just working on myself and getting to know who I am on my own as a single person. And it was really good, transformative time for me. It hasn't been without struggle. I went through a lot of therapy because of trauma that I'd suffered and everything like that. I'm definitely on the up. I feel like I'm more in control of my mental health than I have been in that entire relationship, and a lot of the stress and strain I was going through, that's why all those previous vlogs were deleted. I looked at them and I saw someone trying to portray this picture of someone who was happy and in a good relationship and was really struggling with mental health, and a lot of that came down to the situation that I was living in, but I didn't feel like I was safe to disclose that or ready to get out of it. I didn't think I safely could. So anyway, I'm now in a much better position. I don't want to dwell on the past because my present and future is so Good. After a while had passed, someone who was already in my life as a friend became more than a friend, and I have an amazing boyfriend. I am head over heels stupid in love. Fortunately, it is a long distance relationship. He lives in America. It's not one of those airy-fairy catfishing situations where we've never met. He was here for 3 weeks over Christmas and New Year. He met my family and my friends, and we spent a lot of time together and just really reinforced that we're perfect for each other. And a lot of people have said, well, why aren't you moving there, or why isn't he moving there? We are sorting that out. I put some serious thought into moving to the US, but there are a whole lot of factors which made us decide that at this stage of our lives and with the future we want, Australia would be the right place to kind of start off our life together. So we are working towards him being here. When I say working towards, number one factor, he has a big dog that will be making the move, and I don't know if you know anything about bringing a dog to Australia, but between quarantine, flights, bloods, and all that goes into it, it's going to be well over, I think, 11,000 Australian dollars to get her here, and a long time. Not only that, but there's visa applications, moving costs, it's a lot. And rather than panic or put everything on finance, we're just like, we'll take our time, we'll bite the bullet of being long distance for a bit longer and do it so we're not putting ourselves in like debt or anything. I'm trying to be more fiscally responsible and really take good stewardship of the finances that I have. My previous situation meant that I was lumped with a bunch of debt, which I didn't really have an option about, and I am trying to actively get rid of that whilst saving. It's a work in progress, and to be honest, I don't have great money habits. Like, I really need to work on that, and maybe that's something that these vlogs will help me work through. Further to that, I want to get healthy. You know, in the next couple of years, I'd like to think we're starting a family, so I need to lose a bunch of weight. I have had a massive turnaround in that I guess you want to call it body positivity. I have begun to love myself and really be proud of who I am and the body that serves me every day, and be grateful for the health that I do have in spite of the horrible choices that I have made in terms of very sedentary lifestyle and not eating well. So I have kickstarted health journeys like every other week, and they last for maybe 2 days and then they fail, and it's not for any high stress situation. It's normally because like I'm hungry and I want fried chicken. I really need to work on getting my shit together. I need to be more active. Another big life update for those that recall my last vlogs. I had my 2 babies, Ivy, my German Shepherd, and Chase, my Border Collie. Unfortunately, Ivy, I had to make the hard decision to put her down at the start of this year. Long story short, but she had suffered a head injury that caused a stroke, which made her deaf and kind of was slowly deteriorating her other senses. She then developed what we believe a more serious brain injury or tumour, and she was deteriorating in the first weeks of this year to a point where the vet said she's now in pain, and wasn't going to be able to be easily managed either. And I had to make the incredibly heartbreaking decision, with her only being 4.5, to say goodbye. She died in my arms, me and my mum, and I'm not over it. I don't think I'll ever get over it. Me and pretty much everyone in my family and my boyfriend, like our pets are our kids, you know, we love our dogs, and yeah, it's been really, really hard. The house seems very empty and very lonely without her, and yeah, it's just me and Chase. I need to make a more proactive effort to do more with him socially, to keep him dog social and get him out and about and stimulate him, because obviously when I work and everything, he has a lot of period of being alone, and I really worry about that. I have mom guilt over my dog in a big way, so I need to sort that out. Anyway, went to Officeworks, tick, got sticker paper. Have vacuumed my floors because it was real bad in here. Oh, I have this big pretty office now. So that door right there used to be the door to my office. This is a secondary living room in my house, which I've converted to a huge home office. So I've got all my work, Blackbird print co stuff over here, all my gaming stuff over here, all my makeup storage. It's kind of like a girl's dream office if you're a massive nerd that's into planner stickers. Also, I have been plannerless for a long time, so I finally ordered my planner from Erin Condren because they have a 45% discount, and my life is falling apart without a proper planner to record things in. So I ordered my planner last night and it is on its way. Other than that, the plan, it's bucketing down with rain, is to sleep a whole bunch. I am absolutely wrecked. I had some sleep and then wanted to get some errands done. I'm probably going to talk to my boyfriend for a while because with time zones, this is a time of day where we're both awake, and then sleep a lot of the day. And I need to sort out something food-wise that isn't horrifically bad for me. So trying not to make any more poor life choices. I'm gonna have to grocery shop later in the week and I'm not looking forward to it, but adulting, yay. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Sorry for this long intro, but it's kind of warranted after the amount of time that I have been AWOL for, and I will catch up with you all soon. Bed cam. It's now Tuesday, the 10th, I think, and I am so wrecked. So sorry I didn't film anything else yesterday. Honestly, I was so tired. I printed a whole lot of stickers for these orders that I need to fill, and then got some rest, went to work for night shift, came home at 7 in the morning, slept a couple hours. My mum came over and we spent hours cutting stickers to fill those orders. There's still some to be done, so she's going to come back tomorrow and we're going to finish it off as a team. So much easier to two of us. I have my little snuggle buddy here to help me. You gonna help Mama sleep? Want to have a nap? Dizzy? I'm awake. It's just past 8 p.m. I got up a little earlier than I meant to because I just couldn't sleep, and washed my hair like a grown adult because honestly kind of can't remember when I last washed it. This is the face of exhaustion. I'm so tired. It's almost 7 in the morning. I finished work at 6 a.m. after a very long night shift. It was a full moon and it was nuts. And now my mom is in early bed, so she's awake and on her way over to help me get rid of all of these orders. I've got my boyfriend messaging me about coronavirus because we talk way too much about it. I'm actually feeling unwell, like I might be coming down with something. I'm hoping it's just night shift exhaustion and nothing more serious, because sore throat and headache, and I keep like coughing and sneezing. I don't have like a bad sore throat. I don't know. I'm probably just overtired. But I'm gonna get all the orders done and shipped. My aim is to have everything done by midday, and then sleep all day. And then tomorrow I can actually like just have a day off. So that's the plan. Wish me luck. It's 2 in the morning. This is our last night shift, which I'm very grateful for this month anyway. And I'm on my break. Brandon, my boyfriend's name is Brandon if I didn't mention that, and I pretty much work the same hours or the same time when I'm on night shift because he works during the day in the US. So I was going to give him a call, but he's busy, so Livy. So anyway, yesterday or Wednesday, Mum came and we smashed out the last of the orders. All I did all day was work on the shop and get that done, and then sleep all day and cook myself some pasta for dinner, which I vlogged none of because it was just a grind. But anyway, I'm so relieved the orders are caught up. I've got a whole lot of leftover stuff that's cut and I printed and cut on my premium matte paper, so I'm gonna do some grab bags when I get home and list them, because yeah, I was gonna keep the store closed until the weekend, but then I checked my bank account. So time to get back to business so I can pay my bills, because the shop's been closed for so long because of this paper issue that it's really impacted my finances, which sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, when I get home, I've got another 4 hours of work left. I'll get home at about 7 in the morning and start putting together some grab bags to list on the website for midday is the aim, and then I should be able to actually just chill and play some games with Brandon, which is like the best way we can spend time together while we're long distance until I see him next in person. And then I may hit up my mum to see if I can go over there for dinner tonight, because otherwise I know I'm gonna fall asleep at 3 in the afternoon and not like bounce back to a normal schedule, so that would be good. And my mum's an amazing cook, so it's good. All right, I am gonna go back to my desk, get back on the grind, and yeah, hopefully the next 4 hours goes really quick because I'm struggling. I'm home, just slumped against a wall. I'm looking at my kitchen, which I really need to clean. I kind of tidied it up yesterday, but then I cooked, and I need to show you guys Baaccckkkk the Warrior King. This is my, I was cooking last night and I've got crap on my bench. This is my fiddle leaf fig that Laura gave me. I loved him. I tried really, really hard to make him grow. And apparently I'm not a plant mom. I kept you alive, Chase. I kept you alive. Oh, you're so cute. And your fur is all over my floor. My life's a mess. So yeah, not a plant mom apparently. So plan is sleep. It is, what time is it? It's like 8:30. I got home at just about 6:30 and worked for a couple of hours setting up grab bags. I'm a mess. I'm going to conk out and sleep for like maybe 2.5 hours. All right, sleep. Question, when, as an adult, do you learn to tell how much pasta is for just one person? Because next month I turn 35 years old and I have not learned this yet. This is like, I was worried if this would be enough when I poured the pasta into the pan and put water on it, because I was like, it doesn't look like a lot. It's like a meal for 2 people. It's bolognese meat that I pulled out of the freezer. I freeze it in individual portion sizes in freezer bags, or like Ziploc bags when I do a big batch. So I pulled out some bolognese, cooked some penne pasta, just cheap stuff from Aldi, and I have a cheese roux sauce that I made yesterday and put the extras in the fridge, and half a loaf of garlic bread from the freezer from when I last ordered Domino's like a month ago. So that's dinner. It'll probably be lunch tomorrow as well because it's way too much food for one person. Anyway, so it is now Thursday evening. It is pouring with rain outside. I slept way too much today. Did not stick to my plan at all. Spoke to Brandon for about 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to bed. He's like, yeah, you're kind of delirious. And so I ended up sleeping till pretty late in the afternoon, which was stupid. So, whoops. There's grab bags. Some sales have been made, not anywhere near as much as I was hoping for, so my budget is going to look pretty freaking sad for the next week. But honestly, I'm trying to really knuckle down and be frugal with my spending, so it's a challenge I will rise to. And I just really want to get in the habit of shelf cooking and pantry cooking and just using what I have. So I waste way too much for a single person. This boy has been fed, but you want pasta? Oh. Hang on. You want a big pasta? Ow! Did you see that? Dude! He bit me. Aldi success. So I'll show you what I grabbed because I don't know, I like seeing what people... I have not tidied up since dinner last night and the death of the plant, so excuse my bench. Kilo carrots. I grabbed a whole chicken. I figure I will roast this probably Sunday night with some vegetables, and then I'll have lots of chicken to shred for sandwiches and soups. A loaf of sandwich bread. I've already got a couple in the freezer, but you can always use another. Piece of chicken breast fillet because I like the price, and I'll probably make this into wraps. I make my own tortillas these days because it's cheaper and they taste better. Cos lettuce, eggs. You will never starve if you have eggs. And I was totally out. Full cream milk because... I don't know, I just grabbed full cream. Normally I go for the trim, but whatever. Thickened cream, because you can throw this together with almost anything to make a pasta sauce. A couple of things of sour cream because I love it and I'm totally out and they have a long expiration date. It's butter because I was totally out. And the white gold. It was 1 pack per person. Honestly, I did not even need this, but the media had me thinking I needed it. And my Aldi had plenty of toilet paper. What a mess my kitchen is. Had plenty of toilet paper. It was limited to a pack per person. I have never ever seen Aldi so busy, and it was just past 9 a.m. I said, what the hell, like, this place is absolutely packed. He's like, yeah, toilet paper. Literally everyone is coming in. He said that some people arrive every morning on the opening of the store, buy their 1 pack of toilet paper and go. And they've seen the same faces every day for almost 2 weeks. How much do you poop? No, you took a nap against anyone's better judgment. I'm in my kitchen. It's like almost 7 o'clock. I lay down to close my eyes and I was thinking I'm gonna nap for like an hour and then message mum and see what's for dinner and maybe go around there for dinner. But it's way past dinner time right now. So I think I'm gonna grab chicken, lettuce, some spices and stuff. Let's see what we have in my fridge. Lettuce, carrot, I'll leave the roasting chicken. Where got some salsa, sour cream. I'm looking specifically, I don't have enough stuff. I'm one person. I don't drink, fun fact. I have 1 can of beer in case I ever want to do like a beer batter on fish. I found this at Aldi, onion, garlic and chili, so good. So I'll throw that in with some soy sauce, maybe a bit of honey, lime juice on the chicken and make some wraps. I need to clean the bottom of my fridge. I spilled some like soy and stuff. I dribbled soy sauce everywhere. And I'm going to make some homemade tortillas because they're so good. And do some healthy chicken wraps for dinner. Bitch, did you say you were making your own tortillas? Yes, I did because they are so good. And let's all just agree, I'm not wearing a bra and we're not going to judge me for it. Okay, we're gonna keep letting the chicken bubble away until the soy sauce gets kind of like thick, and then cut it with the lime juice and it makes this kind of sticky, saucy glaze. Let's get on to tortillas. Okay, so far we have 1 3/4 cups of plain flour and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. And sorry, it's 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so it's fine that I put so much in. In fact, I might go a bit more. And then we need 2 tablespoons of oil. I think any oil is fine. I am going to use what I have on hand, which is vegetable oil, which is whatever was on special when I last went to the shops. Actually, it was 3 tablespoons of oil and 1/2 cup hot water. And then you just want to stir it to a point where it's all together. Dirty hand time, so if you don't like handling food, this ain't gonna be fun for you. Also, if not super obvious, make sure your hands are super well washed with antibacterial hand wash and hot water after having handled raw chicken. I'm always washing my hands. I'm a bit of a germaphobe like that, so I might clean. Alright, so I don't want too much flour because I don't want them getting too dry. A really quick knead just to make sure it's together. This is not by any means a fancy ass dough. And then I'm going to split this into 4 pieces using this awesome little scraper I got off eBay. Form these into balls. These are going to be delicious tortillas. And there is a heavy pan warming behind me. Rolling pin. These are not going to be perfectly round. They're not going to look like perfect ones you got from the store. They're going to taste way better. Will I still buy them from the store occasionally to save myself a hell of a lot of work? Yeah, but these taste so good. And I'll link below, if I remember, the site where I saw this from. It's another vlogger I followed. Used a recipe from this site and so good. So turn up the heat on this pan. It's not greased. I don't need it greased. And whoop, in it goes. While this is cooking, I'm rolling the others. Obviously you can fill these however you want. My preference, this is not strawberry jam. I reused this container. This is a homemade like salad dressing mayo. It's called Highlander dressing. If you're from New Zealand, you know what I'm talking about. I like to put a little bit on there because it's kind of tangy. While the tortillas were cooking, I shredded some lettuce, some cos lettuce, nice and green. Shredded and washed it. Very important to wash your veggies. Some carrot. Whoop. And grated some cheese. The stronger the better. I always use the like strongest cheese I can find, like really sharp cheddar. You can see what I mean with this chicken. It's like this shiny saucy glaze with that chili, lime, soy sauce. Yes, I'm making 2 big wraps. I heated over maybe half a cup of spaghetti or pasta leftovers for breakfast this morning and haven't eaten since, and it's like 7:30 now, so you go gonna eat tonight. You know what? I don't know how long I've had this open for, but the fact that I don't know means I'm not gonna put it on here. I'm gonna put a little drizzle of sriracha in lieu of that for a little extra kick. And sour cream. I was doing Weight Watchers points for a while, and this whole meal works out like 10 smart points for 2 wraps, which is really, really good. So it's actually surprisingly healthy. The only issues here are cheese, the flour, and sour cream. Everything else is pretty damn lean. Yum. 2 tortillas left over, paper towel on the bottom, airproof container. They'll be fine for a couple of days. Just gonna be real with you. I'm just leaving the pan with the chicken in it to soak. Everything else I've just rinsed and it's sitting in the kitchen, and I'll do the dishes tomorrow. I don't care. My hair is such a mess. Oh, this looks so good. So yeah, these tortillas, they're like thicker than what you would get in the store and whatever, and yes, it's extra work, and yes, it will be easier to just buy them, but like, you guys. We're in a McDonald's drive-thru. I'm getting a McFlurry, no, a sundae, and he's getting a cheeseburger. It's his fault, man. He wanted this. I'm sick. I'm not feeling very well. It's Saturday. It's like 11:30 a.m. I just called in sick from work. I've got what I hope is just the flu. I've got a sore throat, headache. I don't have a stuffy nose or anything, or trouble breathing. I don't want to get out of bed because I'm so cold and I just want to be under the covers. I don't think there's any way I could have contracted coronavirus. Not this early anyway. Not this early into like a breakout. So I really don't think it's that, but either way, if it's just flu, I don't want to give that to anyone either. So I'm staying in bed. And I'm here with Teddy Bear. One of the 2 teddy bears that Brandon sent me for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was so sweet, guys. I got long stem roses and giant box of chocolates and that teddy bear and helium balloon, and also an obscene teddy bear. Not obscene as in sexual. Obscene as in 6 foot tall and as big as a human. And I kind of hate it. I feel bad saying that. I'm not really a teddy bear person. I have this one here because it's an acceptable size and I don't feel well. I'm being a big sook. And I have one of his t-shirts that he left here tucked in under my pillow. I know I'm a massive creep. I don't care. I'm in love. People could be dumb when they're in love. It's allowed. I don't feel well. Feel sorry for me. What a fail of a day. Me and my wee man are here. There's clean clothes on my bed that I washed and dried and dumped on my bed with the intent of putting them away, but like it's like 8 p.m. I'm going to bed. All I did today was like play some video games and paint my nails, and I think that's it. I don't have a fever, but I'm like still having hot flushes. I understand how you can have like hot, cold, and no fever. Like, am I just lucky? I don't know. What a fun Saturday. It is 4:40 a.m. I'm making a batch of brownies. While that's cooking, I thought I would show you the bear. Chase! This is my old office, guys. This is like a 6-foot tall bookshelf. I'm trying to get a border collie in here for reference. Buddy, come see the bear. No, good boy, on the bear. Good boy, sit. Stay. For reference, good boy. That is a 25 kilo border collie. Brandon, I love you. Not so much the bear. Chase loves it though. You happy? Good boy. Just started a timer for the brownies and just sat down at my desk and I'm feeling a lot better. So my throat is not as sore and I'm not having like hot and cold flushes anymore. I pretty much slept 8 hours solid and I've woken up feeling a bunch better, and I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping the last few nights, so I put it down to that I was feeling so crappy. So I'm still feeling a bit gross, like a bit headachy, a bit achy, but I'm hoping that just another kind of chill day and I will feel a bunch better. So my plans for Sunday are not interesting. It's just gone 5 a.m. I have brownies in the oven. I've been looking at that pack mix of brownies for like the last week. I've had it in the cupboard for a while and thinking, oh, I really want to make those because I have wicked bad sugar cravings and I'm trying to eat better. And I don't know, I feel like the more I resist, the more likely I am to jump in the car and go get ice cream in the middle of the night like I did. So I've made a tray of brownies and I will cut that up into like 9 pieces and put it in the fridge in a clip seal container and have like pull out one a day to take to work for lunch, or if I'm having like a sweet craving. So that is my solution. I'm not a big believer in cutting out everything altogether because you just can't sustain that long term. Like, I know I sure as hell can't. Anyone else leave hair ties on their wrists so tight you give yourself like ligature marks? No? Just me? In between coughing. So I have a very needy border collie here wanting to go outside for a wee, obviously, because it's 5 in the morning, so I'm going to let him out and then just, I don't know, I might just play some games or something, might do some design work for the shop. I've got some orders to fill, which I'll probably do tomorrow to get them in the post, and other than that, it's going to be a really chill day. I'm going to roast that chicken for dinner so that I've got some like meat and vegetables, healthy meal for tonight, and then I can take that to work for the next couple of days. So that's kind of my plan. Is today's going to be a little bit of a preparing food and everything else for the rest of the week, doing laundry, all that fun stuff. So what a wild ride. Next week, I have a couple of days off later in the week where hopefully me and Chase can go on some adventures. We might go to the dog park or something. I'm also going to hopefully get my Erin Condren planner. I think the courier is due to deliver that tomorrow. Oh, and good news. Late last night, I got a ruling from the kind of mediation I went through for the paper of my, no, that's not English. Last night I got a ruling from the arbitration for my dispute with my paper supplier and I am getting a full refund. Halla freaking Luya. I don't know how long it's going to take to process that, so the money's still really tied up, but honestly, that eases my financial stress a whole bunch. So I can now just put those costs back into my savings account and have a little buffer for if the worst happens, because in my experience, the worst always happens. I think I might poach some eggs and make some toast shortly for some actual like nutrition, because I'm not going to sit here and eat a tray of brownies for breakfast. I'm not. Thank you guys for watching this. Feel free to subscribe to catch any further vlogs. I don't think this will be like an every week thing, but definitely now and then. And yeah, I appreciate it. Shout out below your kind of recipe ideas. What do you cook when you have one person in the house being you and you don't want to spend a fortune and you're super, super lazy? Because I could use some inspiration. Have a good week. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Got that feeling rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati.